name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to... I want to slap someone. Come here. We got this. We got this. Finish style. See you later. Oh, no. Oh, sweet mother... Jesus.
All right, you might not have heard of him, but to millions, he's kind of a big deal. Would you give a welcome, please, to Sean McLaughlin, also known as Jacksepticeye, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know something? Sean or Jack?
Either or.
Which suits? Your mother's here tonight, so what would she like me to call
Well, she's
her?
the one who started calling me Jack in the first place.
Did she?
Yeah.
And the Septiceye bit?
No, that was a classmate. I'd hoped she wouldn't call me Septiceye when I was growing up.
What did your classmate do?
Well, he found out that I was called Jack by my mother, and then he started calling me a mammy's boy. So he started calling me Jack, and then one day I was playing football out in school, and somebody came up and hit me with glasses and made me bleed all over my own face. And then, I know, terrific story. And then a couple of weeks later, I got infected, so he called me Jacksepticeye.
And so it began.
Yeah.
You know, it's something. Sometimes when guests come on the show, there's a lot of interest around. People say, "Oh, can I meet him?" And friends and people, audience members, I'd love to meet him. And sometimes not so much. But for you, there was a huge amount of people saying, "How can I get my daughter? My son wants to meet you." You are a big deal, but. Can I ask you to explain what you do for the dinosaurs among us who mightn't understand it? Can you do that for us?
Yeah. You don't have to be ashamed. It's okay.
I'm a little bit embarrassed.
You can ask.
I'm a little bit embarrassed.
So basically, the main thing I do on YouTube is play games, as you saw in the little snippet that was up.
Sure.
I don't play them very well, but I try my best. And I do bits of vlogs here and there and bits of slice of life.
Yes.
Pieces and everything, but mainly it's just me reacting to stuff that happens in video games. And trying to make it as entertaining as possible, and people watch that, I guess.
Well, it's a very succinct summation of what you do.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but yet it's hugely popular. Why are you standing out from the crowd? A lot of people do what you do, but not with as popular as you. You're more popular than Adele, than Beyonce, and so forth. How does that happen?
Well, I'm a better singer than they are, so that's probably a main reason.
That's a start, yeah.
I don't know. I think when I started off doing it, there wasn't many Irish YouTubers. There were a few, and like the RTE YouTube page and everything were the biggest channels on YouTube.
Sure.
But not many other people were actually doing it. These days, there's a bunch of other gaming YouTubers who do it as well, who all have millions of subscribers as well. Right. But back then, there wasn't a whole lot of people doing it. So I think when some random young lad comes around and he starts screaming in an Irish accent and he starts swearing and everything, everyone's, well, this is great.
Yeah.
I love this. This is like getting their own Irish drug out from different parts of the world. So I think that's probably the main reason. Yes. And I was energetic and I interacted with people and I was very honest and genuine about my approach towards doing YouTube. So I think people kind of related to that a small bit more.
They felt it was authentic, or
yeah. And when you start off doing it in a log cabin in the middle of the woods, I think people start to relate to you a small bit more than if you live in a mansion or something like that.
Where was the log cabin in the middle of the woods?
In Ballycumber in Offaly.
And that was your starting point, was it?
Yeah, well, that's where YouTube started. Yeah. We moved there a while ago, so I started off screaming in my bedroom there.
Yes.
Well, I was in the middle of the woods, so nobody really cared.
People often say that the effing and blinding and all that. Do they give out, or are they happy with that for the youngsters? Do you care about that, or?
Yeah, some people do complain, and some people do give out that I'm swearing a lot, and they say that kids watch your content. But when I started off doing it, I never targeted kids. I never went to broadcast myself specifically to children or anything like that. It was a thing that a lot of kids watch YouTube, so that's kind of where the numbers come from.
Yeah.
But usually, whatever I say to people is that if you have a problem with your children watching people swear on YouTube or TV, then maybe they shouldn't be watching that piece of broadcasting.
If you want to be a parent.
Pretty much,
an element of that about it, which I understand.
It's easy to pass the blame onto me for doing it rather than...
Yeah, I think that's a very fair response, actually. I appreciate that. Your working day, then, is what exactly? I mean, it's probably not very typical, is it? Or is it consistent the same?
Well, it's fairly consistent with what I do.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about it.
I usually wake up, I do the edits for whatever video has to go up that day, uploading the video, putting the titles and the descriptions and all that kind of stuff on it, the boring stuff. And then I'll make a thumbnail for it, and then I go straight into recording the next ones. So it's basically like, when I started off doing it, it was 9 to 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Every single day. There's no weekends, there's no holidays, there's no paid leave, there's nothing like that. You're basically your own one-man shop. And luckily, these days, I have an editor to help me out because I was going crazy.
Yeah, well, with that amount of people waiting on you.
So when it becomes your life, and that's what it was when I started off, and I just got stuck in, and it was something that I loved doing, so I was just enamored with it. I wanted to do it all day, every day, so it didn't feel like work. It was something that I just really, really enjoyed doing.
Is it financially rewarding?
It can be. If you're consistent with it and you start to find an audience for it and you have consistent viewers and you start to break certain thresholds, you can make a decent living out of it. Some people can make a very decent living out of it.
Are you one of those?
I don't know if I should say or not.
You can try.
No, I'll keep that under wraps.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm not going to go out and buy my own island or anything like that.
All right, I'll take that for now. Your fan base, as I say, is enormous, in fairness to you. And I'm just curious to know about your interaction with them. How hands-on are you in terms of talking or communicating with them?
Usually very hands-on, yeah. When I started off doing it, and I think anyone who starts off doing YouTube videos, they're very involved with it because it's instantaneous feedback.
Yeah.
It's something like TV here. You don't really have that unless you have an audience here in front of you, whereas YouTube is that direct audience as soon as your show goes out or as soon as your videos go out.
Yeah.
So people can tell you exactly how they feel or how much that video meant to them. So I've always tried to be very involved with them because it really does mean a whole lot to them.
Yes,
and you can see how many messages you get each day, how much people really care about what you upload. So it was always a thing that I interacted with very heavily when I started off.
You kept that going.
Yeah, well, the motto I always go by is I figured that if I'm not able to reply to everybody, doesn't mean I should stop replying to anybody.
Yeah, good point.
There's still some people out there who just saying hi to them on Twitter or something completely makes their day and they freak out. So how often do you get to do that just by saying hi to someone?
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's the best part of doing the whole thing is seeing how much it means to everybody
There
else.
are a few people who've invited in for this segment.
I see some shirts.
You see these guys, and they are very happy to be here. They're very thrilled that you're here tonight. Where's Adam? Adam Mooney is here. Hi, Adam.
Hi.
You're what age, Adam?
13.
And you're a big fan? Mm-hmm. You have a question?
Yeah. Have you made your first million yet?
First million videos? No,
yeah.
I haven't. No, I let's just say I won't be going out buying Lamborghinis or anything.
So you're not going to buy an island or a Lamborghini. You're going to buy anything?
I'll buy McDonald's after the show, probably.
Why do you like the Jacksepticeye YouTube's videos?
I don't know.
Good response.
I've caught you on the spot there. Now, where's Niall Browan? Hi, Niall.
Hi.
You're 14, you're from Wicklow, and you have a question.
Do you have any advice on like people starting YouTube channels, like how to get more subscribers to their channel? 'Cause I have my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's a question that everyone kind of asks when they're starting off. So everyone thinks there's some like secret formula to doing YouTube that I struck gold somehow. I found out some secret math equation that let me get a bunch of subscribers. But really, it's just being yourself, doing what you want to do. A lot of people who start off who want a lot of subscribers see it for the fame and the money side of things. And I think if you just do it because you enjoy doing it and you enjoy the games you're playing, or if you just want to do vlogs or whatever you like doing, I think people will relate to. And if you draw the audience who likes the same things that you like, then you'll have a very strong, steady base. Whereas if you do it starting off for the wrong reasons, then you'll attract all these people who really don't like you for you. And I think that that's the most defining part with anybody who's kind of found success on YouTube, is that it's basically personality first. And if you're a decent person, then people will relate to it.
Yeah, relate to it. That's a good point. Jane Ann, how are you?
All right.
Okay, you're 14, you're from Cork, you're Jane Ann O'Sullivan. I think you may actually burst if you don't get a question now. You're so excited. As soon as Jack walked in. Yeah, you all right? Oh, it's a big deal. Oh, okay.
You made her cry.
Come here. Jesus, I didn't mean to. Come here. Come here. Now, do you have a question? Yeah, okay. All right. Have you got a question?
No,
we'll do this. Oh, Jesus, it's out of question. Okay. Do you want to come up and ask him? Yeah. Come on.
My parents are going to kill me.
They're not going to kill you. Your parents are going to be fine. You sit on the couch over here, Jane Ann. There you are. And we'll just hold that. Now, you relax. You're doing great. And your parents aren't going to kill you. They're going to love you.
Sure.
Now, what's your question, Jane Ann? You ask it there. Take a breath and you're going to do fine.
What advice would you give me about how to stay positive when I feel overwhelmed?
Good! Perfect question! Perfect question.
Well, the first thing I do is I bring you from the audience and sit you on stage. But, I mean, this, for anybody, it's different. Everybody enjoys their own different things. Everyone gets overwhelmed by different things in their lives. For some people, this is overwhelming. You're doing fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. And you're relaxed now. You're better now. I can see that. Okay, you're fine. You're among friends.
I think it's just taking your time with everything. It's easy to think that everything's on top of you and the world's going to collapse on top of you if you don't figure out this thing right now that's happening. But I think whatever you enjoy, if you enjoy movies, anime, games, whatever you like, boy band, anything at all, to just listen to them, watch them, do whatever you like, and just take it one step at a time. Good piece of advice my sister gave me today was to keep it in the day, to not overthink things and not to get too far ahead of yourself. Because it's very easy to think that things are not going to work out. So just hold on and take it step by step and you'll get through it.
That's lovely advice, and well said. All right. I like that.
Thank you.
Jack, Jane Ann, thank you so much. Stay where you are. You might as well. What's next for you? What are you up to?
Well, today actually we announced tour dates.
Oh, great.
For the first leg we announced it's happening. Tickets went on sale today. So we're going on tour in America next month for about 10 days.
Great.
For about 10 shows. And then we're going to do a couple more legs around America, and then we're going to probably come to Europe then later on in the year.
It's all going on. Busy time for you.
Yeah, busiest year of my life.
Well, thanks for coming to see us, and thanks for handling our guests so nicely tonight. We really appreciate it. Good luck with everything you do. Jacksepticeye, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Jane Ann. You're great. All right. My next guests have teamed up with the Oscar-nominated Cartoon Saloon to bring some great Irish songs to